Hello, hello, and welcome, friends, to Julian's extremely aged YouTube channel. That's right, I've been doing this for a while. I think people assume when they see like the number of subscribers that I have that I'm newer at this, but actually I've been doing this a really long time. I'm just deeply, deeply unpopular. But there's a tag going around with all of the cool people here on BookTube, and what am I if not a little gremlin who steals the ideas from all the cool people? I haven't been tagged in this, but stealing is way more fun. You should be a little gremlin with me and also steal this tag. Turns out, I did the math, that I've actually been doing this booktube thing for 11 years. You'd think I'd have either learned to give up or gotten more popular by now, but neither of those things has happened.
Never give up, never surrender.
Right, so let's get to the questions of this tag. If you want to help out my poor sad little channel, watch this video. Just put it on the background while you're washing dishes. The first question is, when did you start your channel? Apparently, according to my research, I started actually uploading Mass Effect Let's Plays, but my first actual book review was of the book World War Z, and that was, I've got my laptop here, in 2013. June of 2013, so there you go. That was my very first book review. Boy, it has been a long road getting from there to here.
And I will see my dream come alive at last. I will touch the sky.
Question 2, what were/are your staple vids? I don't think too much has changed. As far as BookTube goes, I have obviously added what I call read-alongs, which is just a very long, complicated reading vlog where I commentate on the book like a lot. And rather than posting one 7-hour video like certain people who I enjoy watching, you know who I'm talking about, I just split it up into several videos. Especially because my computer and our internet cannot handle uploading a 7-hour video. I had like a 2-hour video once and it took me, I'm not kidding, 2 days to upload.
Where's my copy? It's in a better place, Strong Bad. Or rather, it's in the same place, but now it's got a big hole through it.
Full day, 2 full days of uploading for one video that was 2 hours long. Anyway, otherwise it's book reviews, and I've been doing those since the beginning. The occasional tag, I used to do a lot more tags, but then for some reason tags became unpopular, so I've kind of phased them out. But they're coming back, gosh darn it, that's what I say.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
But honestly, my staple vids as far as BookTube have not changed that much. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe nobody likes or has ever liked the kind of book reviews that I do. But I'm gonna keep doing them because I like talking about books to people, and my friends and family are getting awfully sick of hearing it. That said, I have added the writing angle to my channel where I also talk about writing because I am a published author, and if you're interested, I have several books that you can purchase now on Amazon and do your own book reviews of if you would like. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I've been adding a lot of writing-related stuff to the channel since I started, and hopefully it goes hand in hand enough. Maybe it doesn't mesh well enough, and that's why YouTube's algorithm hates me, but to me, they seem like they mesh well. Number 3, what was your favorite book when you started versus now? I don't think my, all-time favorites have changed that much. You know, you get the question, what's your favorite book? And that's like asking you to pick your favorite organ. I have several that are very important to me. I think back then I would have said that Brian Jakes' Lord Brocktree was one of my favorites, and it's been a long time since I've read it, so I think it might have slid away from being one of my favorites. But I think back then I would have also said that there are Tamara Pierce books that are some of my favorite books, and that's still true. So honestly, what I like and my favorite things in books have not changed all that much. Question 4, how has your reading and the reading trends of the community changed since you started? Well, it has been really interesting seeing how the trends have changed. When I started, young adult was king. Young adult, especially young adult fantasy and young adult dystopian, ruled the roost. And now we are seeing a lot more like new adult or adult romantasy is on top of the pile. And it's interesting to see that change happen and that flow happen and that reassurance that like maybe even if the books that are popular right now are not your favorite, the trends may change and maybe your favorite will one day be the thing that is super popular. I remember when Twilight hit and vampires and the vampire knockoffs were just everywhere. And you know, it's just how trends work. It's just one thing gets popular and hits it off, like, you know, the Court of Whatever and Whatever books that I think kind of really kicked off this trend. And now here we are, mired deeply in the romantasy world. We cannot escape identical hot men and the plucky women who need to fix them. Yes, all right, romantasy is not my favorite thing. But how has my reading changed? Well, I have also moved away from young adult. I still like a good young adult book every now and then, but when I started, I was reading much more exclusively young adult. Now, I tend to reach more for adult books or books that kind of span that. Like, they're not specifically written for young adults, even though young adults could enjoy them. And I also reach for way more thrillers. I was pretty much exclusively fantasy there for a long time, and now I also go for thrillers. And I prefer adult thrillers to young adult thrillers. Young adult thrillers usually they're a little bit too predictable for me. I am not one of those smug people who's gonna be like, well, I started reading adult books because they're so much more highbrow, and like, young adult books are just too dumb for me. No, there are some amazing young adult books and there are some really stupid adult books, and I have read both. So I have just been drawn recently to the writing styles and the themes of adult books, but I'm definitely not going to be one of those people who then immediately has to start hating on young adult books, because I still get a great deal of joy from reading the occasional young adult book. Question 5. Anything you want to share about how your life has changed since you started? So many things have changed. We've moved houses twice since I started BookTube. We went from living in town with a bunch of roommates to renting my grandfather's old house to finally having like our own place out here in the country, in the middle of nowhere. My ideal scenario. Horses and chickens and ferrets, and yeah, it's just been a lot of changing, but moving towards what we wanted in life, which is cool and good. And also I restarted my self-publishing career. I can't remember if when I started BookTube, I think I had already published my first book, my debut, which was Phoenix, a zombie book that is still available. You can still read it. It's just, it's an early work of mine. You can probably tell, but that doesn't make it bad. That doesn't make me want to like dismiss it or take it down. It's just an early work. But yes, I have restarted my self-publishing career. I've decided to really push myself into that instead of trying to get traditionally published. For a long time, I wanted to be a hybrid author. And right now, I'm not saying never, I might go back to that, but right now, I'm really just enjoying being self-published. Like, this feels like the right route for me, at least for the moment. So lots of things have changed. Many things have changed, but those are a couple of big ones. Question 6, why do you keep making videos?
Why are you here?
Well, like I mentioned, I like to talk about books and my friends and family get sick of hearing about it, so I record it, and whoever wants to listen can. But also, I have this weird pathological desire to like finally make something popular. I just want to know what it's like. I just want to know what that feels like. I hear so many stories of other booktubers who just like hit the algorithm just right. They weren't expecting it. They weren't trying to do it. They just put out a video that hit the algorithm and pinged a ripple effect, and all of a sudden they had a lot of followers. And it has been 10 years and I still am pathologically chasing that.
Be popular. I'll help you be popular.
Maybe I'd hate it when it happened. And I suppose all I'd have to really do is go back to creating other types of videos and people would leave. I still have weird pipe dreams of making enough money on YouTube that I could quit my part-time job, because I have 2 jobs right now. I'm a developmental editor and then I work part-time cleaning in the evening, and I would love to be able to quit that part-time cleaning job and just focus on being an editor and making YouTube videos. That would be amazing. But fundamentally it's because I enjoy making videos. If I didn't enjoy doing this, I would have stopped a long time ago, because clearly this get-rich-quick scheme is not even getting rich slow. I wish I had time to do makeup looks and more costumes and really get silly and fun with it. But obviously that's probably not going to happen until that mythical moment when YouTube starts making money for me. Anyway, that was a really long answer. Wow, Julian. But we are on the last question. What are you excited about / hoping for in the future?
I've got a dream. I've got a dream. She's got a dream.
Well, I would eventually like to figure out videos that I can make with relative ease that people really like, because people really like my read-along videos, but those are incredibly labor-intensive, and especially in the summer when I'm super busy, it's really hard for me to make those. So I would like to be able to, someday in the future maybe, find a niche where I can create videos with relative ease. I mean, I know there's still going to be work, but with relative ease that enough people enjoy. But otherwise, what am I looking forward to in the future? Reading more books, talking about them, coming up with cool ideas for new videos, finding more silly costumes to wear, because I do enjoy doing that. I just don't get to do it as often as I would like. And of course, keeping up with my own writing and my own books, and also talking about that here on the channel. So really, it's just more of the same. Like, I've been doing this for so long, I can't see myself making any huge or drastic changes unless somebody comes up with something. Like, feel free to share ideas of what you would like me to do and what, like, angle I could take. Because honestly, maybe you'll spark something and I'll be like, yeah, that sounds like a really fun idea and I want to try that. Feel free to leave a thought in the comment below. But anyway, I'm gonna go be incredibly old in the other room now. I'm gonna go work on one of my books. Thanks so much for watching. As I have frequently mentioned, I have books that you can purchase now on Amazon, so go check them out if you're interested. I also have a Patreon where I get most of my support because YouTube, not actually that helpful monetarily, but you can go on over to my Patreon and not only do you help me publish my own books, because it can be pretty expensive. I have to pay for editors, cover designers, other things. So you help me pay for my own books and my publishing journey over there, and you get exclusive content not seen here on the regular channel, so that's pretty cool. Somewhat recently, we took a little look at the free sample of a book written by AI. So if you've ever wondered, like, what does a book written by AI read like, but you didn't want to actually buy one, you can go check out that video on my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I also have a Ko-fi if you want to do like a one-time donation, that's amazing too. And I am a developmental editor, as I mentioned, so if you're looking for one of those, hi, hello, I happen to be one. Maybe we would be a good fit. Contact me over on Fiverr. And now I will see all of you again next time with whatever it is I happen to be doing next time. Bye!
Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty.
And I'm here to shout out everybody who tossed a coin to their YouTuber. People like Kay, Annika, Jen, Gay Tutter, Constantina, Laknunga, SB Boots, Martha Baggins, July, Bird Anonymous, Sunny Shy, Sarah, Kat, 78 kilograms of shade, Veda, Roma, Hansing Pony, Haley, Sam, Kira, Kohikaro, Mooney, Puttamancer, Kirsten, Bear, Jojo Bookish, Robin, Ursula, Caitlin, Jessica, KJ, LaFone, Amanda, Celia, Alyssa, Deborah, Afra, Melissa, Swamp Goblin Waifu, Sophia, Merween, Kit, Light Julie, Belle, Patrick, Anne Sophie, Callison, Shelby, Zaire, Jesper, Rennie, a Scribbling Cat, Savvy, Jenny, Amanda, Lisa, and Sarah. Thanks so much for tossing a coin my way, everyone. I really appreciate it.